It's single stock trading ban because it is the credibility of the House and the Senate that you look at some of these eye-popping returns, whether it's Representative Pelosi, Senator Wyden, every hedge fund would be jealous of them. And the American people deserve better than this. People shouldn't come to Washington to get rich. They should come to serve the American people. And it brings down trust in the system, because I can tell you that if any private citizen traded this way, the SEC would be knocking on their door.
A sitting member of Congress has officially been caught insider trading. Now, the House Ethics Committee just released a 23-page report revealing one of the most blatant violations of insider trading laws in congressional history. It concluded there was substantial evidence that 8-term Congressman Mike Kelly did, in fact, profit by trading stock on confidential information. And they have him dead to rights. The report includes text messages, emails, trade confirmations, even interviews with Kelly's stockbroker. Even a veteran politician like Kelly couldn't talk his way out of this one. But just wait until you hear his punishment. You are not going to believe this. Joining me today to discuss and lay out this case is our good friend Ross Givens, a 20-year veteran of the stock market and leading authority on insider trading. And Ross is also holding one of his very popular, amazing free live training events this Thursday, where he's going to teach you how to see and follow these insider trades to potentially profit right alongside with these crooked politicians, but perfectly legally and ethically. Just click on the link below to register. You're going to absolutely love it. Ross, welcome back, man. Always great to see you.
Hey, good to see you too, Dr. Steve.
So, Ross, I'm reading the sort of the write-up that you have for this. I know you've done some videos on it on your YouTube channel. This is a big deal. This is not an allegation of impropriety or just some circumstantial evidence. I mean, there's a mountain of evidence that this guy did it. He got caught.
Oh, yeah. No, he got caught red-handed for sure. That report that just got released, that was the result of a 5-year investigation by 10 members of the House Ethics Committee. And the conclusion they reached leaves no room for interpretation.
Well, lay it out for us. Tell us what happened.
So Mike Kelly, member of the House, he represents the 16th District of Pennsylvania. And within his district are steel plants. They're owned and operated by Cleveland-Cliffs, which is a publicly traded company. And back in 2020, this company, like a lot of others, got itself in some trouble. Stock was getting murdered, down 75% after COVID. And of course, as I said, that wreaked havoc on companies like Cleveland-Cliffs because they've just got this big, massive overhead, all these expenses. And then suddenly the federal government tells you, you got to shut down your plant. Your people can't come to work. Even if they could make steel, nobody wants it because everything's shut down. So This company was just hemorrhaging cash. And people were about to lose their jobs. So what Representative Kelly did, he stepped in to help. And just to be clear, so I want to be completely transparent with this, the actions he took first were exactly what he was put in office to do. Right? As you know, he's there to represent his constituents in his district, to protect them, their livelihoods, the companies there. It's exactly what he did. Now, they're not generally supposed to dip their little fingers in the cookie jar and make a few bucks for himself, but we can get into the details of what he did there in a second.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, it sounds great. It always sounds noble, but it starts out good. So the steel company in his district's in trouble. A bunch of people are about to lose their jobs.
Right. So Kelly, he sends a letter to the president, asks for help to save the jobs. 1,500 people across Pennsylvania and Ohio, they're going to lose their jobs. And remember, again, this is during COVID, right? Protecting jobs was, I think, one of Trump's top priorities at that time, right? They're giving out PPP funds. They're printing money left and right. Anything to protect people's livelihoods during what was a crazy time. So Kelly sends his letter, makes a couple of phone calls, all of which is documented, by the way. This investigation, extremely thorough. And after a couple of weeks, Cleveland-Cliffs kind of freaking out. They're not hearing anything back. The CEO calls Kelly, says, look, I'm going to have to start laying people off if the government cannot impose some tariffs overseas on the steel.
The tariffs. So I
said tariffs.
Yeah, they were there to protect the company from foreign competition, keep them in business, the basics of tariff. Yeah,
exactly right. So if your steel costs $10 and Mexico's is $8, people are going to buy Mexican.
Yeah.
The U.S. slaps 100% tariff on Mexican steel. There shoots up to 16. You're the cheapest guy in town, right? That's how they protect them. And Trump loves a good tariff.
Yeah, well,
Loves a
absolutely.
good
Trump
tariff.
like a big, beautiful tariff. That's
Yeah, he loves a good tariff. So, listen, Kelly gets to work, makes calls, sends a few more letters, and it worked. But the government agreed to impose these tariffs. And this is when things started going downhill for our boy here. This is when Mike got a little greedy and decided to buy stock in Cleveland Cliffs.
And Ross, sorry to cut you off, but just so people are aware, these stock trades that Congress makes, they're all public, right? I mean, anyone can see these.
100%. Yeah. Congress is required to report their trades publicly. They have to tell you what stocks they're buying, how much they're investing.
Right.
Anyone can access this stuff. It's one of the reasons we're having this free training event this Thursday.
Right.
Like you said, the link's below, but I'm going to show everyone how to track this information, how to use it to your own advantage to make money alongside them.
Right.
If you've never been to one of these, you owe it to yourself to attend. It is online. It's free. I'll show you how to piggyback every trade Pelosi and the rest of them make. And, you've been, Dr. Steve. You've seen what we trade people there.
No, absolutely. Yeah, guys, remember, it's the 21st, right?
That's right.
August 21st, 3 p.m. Eastern. Just click on the link below to register for the event. If you've never been to one of Ross's free trainings, they're going to absolutely blow you away. I've been to a number of them. You're not going to want to miss this. Anyway, sorry for the accolades. Continue.
No, please. I appreciate it. Yeah. So anyway, here we are. It's April 28th, 2020. Secretary the Department of Commerce officially informed the CEO. So calls the CEO of Cleveland Cliffs, says, yes, the Commerce Department, we're going to publicly announce this, what's called a self-initiated Section 232 investigation. That's just a reason they put on the tariffs, right? So until recently, of course, tariffs were generally done on things that were a threat to national security. Washington loves that term. It's, threats to national security. Now we can do whatever we want, right? Was Mexican steel laced with explosives? Probably not, but nonetheless, they made a case. And so, and again, up to now, it's all very pro-America, right? Protecting American firms at the expense of Mexico and Japan. Not going to get any argument out of you and me about this, right?
Right.
But the next day, the very day after Representative Kelly and the head the Department of Commerce notified Cleveland Cliffs CEO that don't worry, we're putting on the tariffs. You're going to be safe. Guess what Mike Kelly's wife did?
I think I'm following you along here. Could she have possibly bought the stock?
She bought the stock, Dr. Steve. She sure did. Yeah, thousands and thousands of shares of Cleveland Cliffs stock, which at the time was trading at the bargain basement price post-COVID of $4 a share.
And let me guess. I think I know how this script is written here. Let me guess. Her husband had no idea what she was doing, right?
No idea what she was doing, Dr. Steve. It's crazy.
Yeah, right. I've heard that. I think he stole that script from Nancy Pelosi. She has no idea what stocks her husband is buying.
Isn't it wild? I mean, the number of politicians who happen to marry these incredibly savvy stock traders, it really is incredible,
Yeah. So she's claiming that she just so happened to buy this stock, Cleveland Cliffs, the day after her husband found out that the Commerce Department was granting their tariffs and saving the company. That's that kind of coincidental cause and effect is something we're supposed to
obviously
believe.
Happens all the time, right?
Yeah, it happens all the time. I do it all the time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Unfortunately for her and our friend in Congress, the ethics committee didn't buy it. So they interviewed her stockbroker. And look what this guy says. If you can throw that up, this is an excerpt directly from the ethics committee report. It's so good. It says, quote, and listen, even as I'm I still can't believe Congress. I cannot believe they actually did a thorough investigation of one of their own. I never thought you and I would see it.
It is incredible.
But here's what it says. On April 29th, 2020, Miss Kelly purchased 5,000 shares of Cleveland Cliffs stock for $23,750. This purchase occurred the day after Representative Kelly's staff learned the Commerce Department will be opening a Section 232 investigation. Again, that's how they imposed the tariffs. And here's where it gets interesting. Within Miss Kelly's vast investment portfolio, the Cleveland Cliffs stock was an outlier. First, unlike other holdings in her portfolio that were traded at PNC's discretion, the purchase of this stock had to be instructed and confirmed directly by Miss Kelly in order for the transaction to be completed because it was not on PNC's investment platform. So, in other words, you've got these professional money managers who for years have managed your investments on their own with no input from you. And then suddenly she calls these men up, insists they buy this one stock, a stock they don't even offer to their clients. They had to go and find it and purchase them for them. It goes on and says, second, at the time of the purchase, Mrs. Kelly's investment activity was primarily funds and bonds and a trust that was substantially invested in large capitalization entities. The Cleveland Cliff purchase was Kelly's first purchase of an individual stock in nearly a year. So, in other words, everything shown is boring. She's got mega cap stocks, Apple, Amazon, Google, Nvidia. She's got mutual funds. She's got bonds. This is none of those things. It is a total outlier. And it's the first individual stock she's bought in nearly a year. But it's all coincidence, Dr. Steve.
It's all coincidence, and I know the ultimate coincidence because she must be this one-hit wonder, is where I'm guessing the stock went up. This one-time stock she bought went up after she bought it.
279% in 9 months, give or take. Tripled her money in a year.
All right.
Did okay.
And this is all, and the cool thing is this is all public record, right? I want to show you how good of a student I am here as I sit through your free trainings, because I want to see if I follow this right. I want to see if I follow your devious little mind rightly here. When the congressman bought the stock, or I guess congressman's wife bought the stock, we could see it.
Yep.
Anyone could see it. It's completely public. We just have to know where to look. And if we do, then theoretically, we could all just follow along with this. Exactly. So I see this member of Congress is buying stock in Cleveland Cliffs, a company in his district that he knows well.
Yep.
I can see that the company's in trouble. I can see that this congressman almost never buys stock in the first place. So this is obviously rare.
Yep.
I follow along. I follow in their footsteps. I buy the same stock as they do. And lo and behold, I triple my money in 9 months. Did I get it right?
Perfect. Perfect. It's that. As simple as that, right? And listen, you've summed it up. You've been to enough of these. That's all we do. Right? Yeah, we show people how to do exactly what you just said. We track the activity. We look for these clear outliers. We even have a service. We do this for our members. We've been doing it since 2017. We shoot them an email and a text when one of these opportunities pops up. Listen, it is the biggest cheat code for investors. And if you are not following this stuff, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. Folks, I'm telling you, come to this online training. It is free on Thursday. It'll last about an hour. 3 p.m. Eastern, click the link to register. Even if you can't come, if you register, we are going to send you for free the latest research or the full research on our latest pick. You'll see what's available. And I can almost guarantee you will never look at investing the same way again.
It's so cool. I love the way you call it a cheat code. It is. It really is a game changer for so many people. We've got so much feedback on that. So, but I do want to wrap this up. So after all of this, so we got the 5-year investigation, we got the 23-page report full of overwhelming evidence. They caught the guy insider trading on information he learned from his position in Congress. Ross, we started off with the question, how is he being punished?
You're not going to believe this one, doctors. Actually, you probably will, but your audience isn't going to like it. So the committee's recommendation, which is found, you can go look this up, and the conclusion of the ethics report, and I quote, was that Kelly should divest of all shares of Cleveland Cliff before taking any further action related to the company. They just told him to sell the stock, which of course he already did after tripling his money on it, but that's it.
Yeah.
Not so much as a fine. That is your tax dollars at work, folks. And can you imagine what a 5-year investigation cost to find exactly what they wanted? And they say, we think you should probably sell that stock before we do anything else with Cleveland Cliffs. Wow. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks,
Definitely
guys.
not a two-tier justice system.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be happy to sell that. Oh, already did. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Already got a new wing on my house too. Unfreaking believable. And gang, seriously, I mean, what you're hearing here, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what Ross has to offer for you. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. You definitely want to check out. What's the address for the YouTube channel?
It's just Ross Givens, RossGivens, and we put this stuff out there as well. So I encourage people to subscribe, and I think they're going to be, blown away by what's available. Because it's not, I mean, the politicians, like I said, it's the tip of the iceberg. We can track corporate stuff as well. We can see when CEOs and CFOs and board members are buying. And we're going to cover all of that in this Thursday's live session. Thursday, August 21st, 3 Eastern.
Absolutely.
It's online. It's free. Click the link. I promise you won't be disappointed.
You will not be disappointed. And they fill up fast, so do not wait. Do you have, I think you have even a registration cap. You guys might want to take that into consideration before you wait to register, right? I think it's the first 1,000 or so. So make sure
the software caps out at 1,000 attendees, the only bandwidth issue. So be sure to register early and show up on time. But it's just like name and email, put your cell in there. We'll even send you a text reminder like 10 minutes before we get started. That way you won't miss it.
And again, you get all this free information, even if you don't come. It's awesome. That's why I love what you guys do. So again, August 21st, Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. The event's online. You can enjoy it from the comfort of your own couch, completely free to attend. And Ross is going to show you everything you need to know how to trade like the best of them. And keep in mind, this is always done so that patriots can just flourish. We want you guys to financially flourish in the golden age. And Ross is on the front lines to enabling you to do precisely that. So make sure you click on that link below right now. Register this Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Ross, always an honor to chat with you. Thanks for keeping our leaders accountable and also showing us how we can profit in the process.
Absolutely. Dr. Steve, always good to see you.